Tom, and I think that Bernie has something to say on that. Bernie? This is a surprise, I think, to Tom.
This is the only organist I've ever known. I've been a member of this church for 42 years, and I thought he came with the church. Tom asked to retire at the end of the year, and because of his health reasons, he had to retire a little early. So we wish him well, but Tom has been here playing the organ for us for 48 years. He's been very dedicated. He's here every Sunday, Lenten services, choir practices, weddings, funerals. Tom could always be counted on. Tom has broken in quite a few choir directors.
13.
And the pastor. Tom's been with us a long time. St. Paul's Church is very fortunate to have a person this dependable serving the church for 48 years. I think Tom must have played the organ before he bought his first motorcycle. Tom, I want to thank you on behalf of the congregation and myself for your devoted work in the church and for being a very special person. I have here a certificate from the church, which I will read. Certificate of Appreciation, Organist Emeritus. St. Paul's United Church of Christ honors Tom Hevlin for 48 years of faithful service, dedicated service as organist. Your love for music has touched our lives and will always be a blessing to our church family. Glory to God, January the 9th, 2000.
When Reverend Weirwille called me up this week, he said, asked me if I was coming, and I said, well, I thought I was. And he says, there need not be a speech. I says, I am all for that. All I do want to thank all of you for all the years, the encouragement you gave me. And I know I had someone here this past summer visiting, and from a church up near in Michigan, and they said, I want to congratulate you for how, if you want to slow something down, if you want to speed it up, how the people follow right along with you. And I really appreciate all the effort and everything you gave to me. Thank you again.
Thank you, Tom. If Tom ever missed a bad note or hit a bad note, I don't know anything about it.
Quite a few.
You know how long you're going to be here, Andrea, don't you?
The main thing is, when you get the beat, hit the note whether it's right or wrong.
I also have a certificate here for Nathan. He doesn't know about this either.
The other thing even. And it's true, I told him he didn't have to make a speech, but I didn't know this was all going to happen here.
Reverend Nathan has been our pastor for 3 terms. Well, that's a little different than what we used to say. Right. He has served us the 3 different times. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going. He keeps coming back and coming back. He has served us longer than any other pastor in recent history, when you add his 3 terms together. Reverend Nathan has been very good for this congregation, always leading us in the right direction through his examples and teachings. When you spend time with Nathan, you always feel good about that, and then when he leaves, you feel good about that too. Now, you feel very good about yourself when you're with Nathan. You really do. I'm making a liar out of myself this morning, but about the only thing he has never accomplished in this church is to fill the front pews. And look at it. Nathan, I want to personally thank you on behalf of myself and the congregation for your service to the church. You have always been here when we needed you. And I have a certificate for Nathan, and it says the Certificate of Appreciation, Interim Pastor Emeritus, St. Paul's United Church of Christ honors Reverend Nathan Weirwille for serving as interim pastor for St. Paul's United Church of Christ 3 terms within the past 14 years. With heartfelt thanks, we wish God's blessing on you as you enter retirement again. Glory be to God, January the 9th, 2000. And if he displays this in a very prominent position, it'll end up in his tackle box.
Well, thank you, Bernie, and to the whole congregation. I certainly appreciate, I think I appreciate this interim pastor emeritus. I used to always pronounce that emeritus. I thought it was something like arthritis. And after I did get my first pastor emeritus recognition at St. Paul Church in Cincinnati, why, that's when the arthritis started setting in. And I'm a little afraid of the arthritis now. Well, at any rate, enough of that. It's been good serving you. I enjoyed it. Oh, I complained once in a while, when are you going to get a new pastor? And I know the committee was working diligently. They had a lot of work to do. And it's just, in the United Church of Christ, getting a new minister is a hard job because of all of the red tape you go through. And so I'm certainly glad, and I think you have a wonderful minister that will serve you well. And Pastor Pat will be taking part in the service here. So I'm planning to come and attend church here on occasion, although I won't bother too much because we're always told you should never go to the church that you leave and there be a threat. And I know that I would not be a threat to her, but I just think it's good common sense. All right, we'll continue with some real